This time on One Foot Flipper, it's leg day. Stay tuned.
One foot flipper.
Hi, Paige here, One Foot Flipper. When you watch this, when you first see this, or when this comes out, this video is going to come out Monday morning. I'm filming right now Sunday night. And today, Monday, is going to be the day that I'm going to get my new leg. I'm finally going to be able to walk again. You might not realize this if you haven't watched all my videos, but my prosthetic leg started having issues shortly after I started my channel, and it got progressively worse and worse to the point where I basically haven't been able to walk at all for more than a few steps the past 3 or 4 months, and I haven't been able to walk good enough to do garage sales since last May or maybe last June. And so this is going to be a game changer for me. I'd like to thank everybody who bought things for my 20% off sale to try to fund this new leg. I did not manage to completely fund the leg. However, I did manage to earn enough from my 20% off sale to where I'm not going to have to finance any of the leg. So I can just write that check this afternoon when the new leg comes. I'm not going to have to finance any of it or worry about paying for it in the future. So this is going to be a new era for my channel. You finally might get to see me do some actual picking videos. Might be able to get out in the world and actually do things like other pickers do instead of just really mostly relying on my old death pile, which is almost all listed now, and things that people were bringing to my front door. So I am really looking forward to this, and I want to thank everybody who helped get me there. So one downside to the recent viewer sale I had is a big, huge uptick in people who purchase a record album, an LP, and one or more other items. And those can get extremely hard to ship. Like, here's an example of an order right now. I've got a record, some Bendy Superheroes, some Matchbox cars, and a G.I. Joe tank. And I pretty much got to build a box for that because records are a half-inch bigger than almost any common box that isn't enormous. Not saying I don't appreciate the sales, but I will also appreciate not having to build so many boxes soon. Looks like that order was about $20 plus shipping, and I'll know what the shipping is once I actually build that box. Okay, sold this Pokemon Scarlet Violet store banner for $16.95. I got a very similar one that I've already unrolled coming up later in the sale, so I'll just unroll that one and show you that one instead of this one. Sold a hat, RSC Equipment Rentals, $6.24. Nothing wrong with that. Sold this Foley store and server. This is like a dip holder or something like that. The original box, $12.57 plus shipping. Sold another Pokemon banner. This one I had already unwrapped, so I'll show you this one. This one, this Paradox Rift, sold for $24.82. Selling a lot of these Pokemon banners are selling because I already had the best prices on the market on them. With my 20% off sale, that is putting me 20% below market on these things. So I've moved quite a few of them. Also really cut into my profits on them too because I kind of paid up for that stuff. This one's a viewer sale. It's an Atari power supply, $8.21. Buyer's note, Woody here, Wolfman's Goodies. Figure I'd jump over here to purchase an item for my personal Atari. I'd like to help out more, but time's a little tough here. Having to buy a $7,000 pair of prescription hearing aids, so I understand your pain. I understand your pain too, Woody. Like I said, I wish I could do more. However, I did subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much, Woody. If you know anybody else, Woody, why don't you tell them about my channel as well? Sold an advanced Guildhall fantasy game for $4 plus shipping. Costs way more to ship this than it does to buy it because it weighs more than a pound. I sold Scott's phone number. Isn't he dreamy? This is a card out of the Electronic Dream Phone game from 1991. I had basically I had half an episode about that game because I got one that had been put together from 2 of them and had a bunch of extra pieces. And these extra cards have sold very well, between $3 and $4 each. This one, because of the sale, sold for $3.10. This next one is a viewer sale, but there is no note. Viewer Nicole bought a White Fox Beanie Baby with the matching trading card. Yes, Beanie Baby trading cards are a thing. I actually have thousands of them. If you ever want any, just put it in your messages with your order, and I'll see if I can slide some in. But not if you're ordering media mail, because then I can't send it media mail. And she also bought a Death Pile Monster. I'll show you this one. This one is a defect. He's missing his bed, but I'll be sure and send her out a good one instead. Sold this Fulmer, pretty much plain generic white motorcycle helmet, $9.55. I paid $1 for this at the Everything's a Dollar sale. Don't have it on screen. I normally don't talk about Pokemon card sales, but there's one promo I've got a couple hundred of, and the requests have started coming in for people wanting them with good centering. And when I started looking at them, I know why the people are wanting good centering. The people who, for some reason, get these $3 cards graded. This particular promo, which is the Oddish SVP 102 promo, apparently almost the entire print run is slightly offset to the left. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do those requests to look for a good centered one, because I had to look through 50 of them last time to find one that I couldn't notice an offset on. And for $2.69, not sure if that's worth me doing. Pat Benatar, live from Earth, $3.18. I like Pat Benatar. It was between her and Stevie Nicks for who was going to decorate this pole here, and ultimately I decided on Stevie Nicks. She had better looking album covers than Pat did. This last one is a viewer sale. This one sold to the 3 Plumber Girl account, which is the account shared by American Arbitrage and Lady Arbitrage. I'm assuming that Carrie made this purchase. 1987 National League Championship flyer or booklet or whatever you want to call it. And since it is Carrie, I decided to throw him in a stack of Cardinals baseball tickets that I just happened to have sitting there. I had this Mark McGwire booklet I was going to throw in, but I couldn't because this doesn't qualify for media mail. And the McGuire book weighs like 3 pounds. So, it's tickets instead. Thanks so much for your support, Carrie. Carrie's been a huge supporter of my channel since day one. I don't know if I'd be where I was today without Carrie. Oh, speaking of other YouTubers, people, we need to dispel the myth. Kevin and I are not arch enemies. That's a joke. Apparently, multiple people have emailed Kevin upset that we're enemies somehow. Kevin and I are not enemies. We honestly have a great relationship. Kevin's a great person. The idea that we're enemies is just a joke because I have made quite a few jokes about Kevin, and he doesn't mention me all that often, but he takes the jokes with incredible grace. Kevin was one of the first channels that I watched. He really helped inspire my channel. I have nothing but good feelings for Kevin, and me and Kevin are just fine. Please leave Kevin alone. I'm going to have to start making fun of Dave in my videos now instead of Kevin, and then eventually I'll move on to Carrie instead. But I think for a while, I think it's going to be Dave now. Kevin, you're in the clear. Brian, who I'm assuming is a viewer, bought 2 Death Pile Monsters. Okay, so I'm pretty excited. My new leg is coming tomorrow, which means when I launch this video, I'm going to end my 20% off sale because the new leg is here at this point. May or may not actually show up in this video. Probably won't. It'll probably show up in the next video. But hey, let's look at a few sales here. This one's a viewer sale. This is from viewer Edward, EJ Collector. Hi, subscriber to your channel. Hope this helps a little towards prosthetic. Send whenever. No rush. Keep going, brother. The first thing he got was 2 vintage World War I airplane related books, but for some reason they've vanished off the face of the earth, so I talked to him. He's letting me sub some similar items instead because I've got a lot of stuff like that. And then he also got a whole bunch of Boeing stickers, and I think that is, and a January 1945 infantry journal. All that stuff is already upstairs because I was plowing through everything upstairs to try to find those missing books, and I did not in the end find them. I sold a big box of arcade switches and buttons for $40. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. A lot of people were trying to bang me down on that, but I had put it up for $50, and then right before the 20% off sale, so I already felt like I had a good price. Ceramic fish trinket box, $4.65. I'll throw a picture of that up there as well. My last Pokeball magnet set, $6.02. Lionel Richie, he can't slow down. Pretty sure my sales are going to slow down after I turn off my 20% off, but $3.44. Sister Hazel CD lot of $3.99. Hey, why are all your sales so small? Because the stuff I've got left in my store is sad. But starting next weekend, I'll be able to go start looking for new good stuff again. 4 packs of Mega Man X Roll Girl card sleeves, $6.77. This is an item that's just plain on the wrong account. This should be on the card account. A 7 Wonders promo card, $4.79. Don't know why it's on this account. A Sequent Supercharger smartwatch, brand new open box. This was some sort of Kickstarter thing that I got from the JDF, Jimmy the Dolphin Flipper. Sold for $172.10. So converted I shipped the wrong thing into at least another sale. I had 2 lots of Skaven Ratboy Gutter Runners here. I sent the wrong one out. So I'm going to send the person the correct one, along with a prepaid label, to send the wrong one back. And in talking to him, I said, hey, I've got to send you something already, so if you want any more miniatures, free shipping. And he went ahead and he bought a couple more for $13.14. Let's hope he sends back I feel good that he's going to send back the original. We didn't actually do the return through eBay. I did not want to have the return through eBay because I am about to go to from top rated to the one right below it because of all the post office delays I've had in my area. Yeah, I'm about to go from top rated to above standard because my post office has sat on so many things for so long before they actually moved, and there's nothing I can do about that. Sold a Yu-Gi-Oh! Playmat for $71.99. Yu-Gi-Oh! What do we got next? Sold a Death Pile Monster and a pack of Guinness Book of World Records trading cards. Those are upstairs. They're boring anyway. Buyer's note. You kick butt, even if it's only with 1 foot. Much love. Hope the new leg works out. It's from viewer Justin. Thank you, Justin. Supertramp, Crime of the City, $7.69. Next one's viewer sale. Our family loves watching your channel. 1 foot flipper in accent. Don't combine shipping. Just add the extra money to your prosthetic fund. And they got a Death Pile Monster, a Paw Patrol lunch bag, and a Paw Patrol backpack full of Paw Patrol plush. And that ended up being about $13 because Paw Patrol is not a bolo. At all. I think it was just barely selling okay when I first was buying stuff, which is why I bought some of it and then never sold. It's a double Phil Collins Day, Genesis, Abacab, and Phil, no jacket required, $12.66. All right, I sold this Warhammer Fantasy metal Skaven Commander of some sort, $5.90. This is a big acrylic plexiglass card pack vendor holder, like behind the counter at your local game store. You fill this with Pokemon packs or sports card packs. This one actually says Yu-Gi-Oh! On it. Somebody got a steal of a deal for this one because of my 20% off sale. They got it for $65.18. These were up near $300 during the pandemic. At least that's what I've been told. Specifically the ones that say Yu-Gi-Oh on them, not the unbranded ones. Pretend like it's in my hand because it's upstairs. It's a little Warhammer Captain Tycho for $27. That is the first miniature to sell out of my most recent miniature pickup. For $11.91, I sold this 1959 flip-off calendar labeled from the Bundy Tubing Company. It is unused, and because the past was a different planet, this calendar has pinup girls all over it. Let's see, make sure this one is safe for work. It's almost safe for work. I think I got that at the Goodwill bins, if I remember correctly. Sold a bag of Skaven, those are Ratmen Plague Monks, $33.87. To repeat fire, not a viewer. Viewer Ava bought a Death Pile monster. No message though. I sold 4 assorted bags of various Warhammer 40,000 miniatures for $89.09 to same customer. Viewer Justin bought a pack of Guinness World Record cards and a Death Pile monster. He says, buyer's note, you kick butt, even if it's only with 1 foot. Much love. Hope the new leg works out. This might be in this video twice. Post in the chat if I put that in the video twice. Alright, guess that's it for now. Alright, that's all I've got for today. That 20% off sale should be turned off either by the time you watch this video or by the time I wake up, depending on which comes first, because I've got this video scheduled. And in the next video, you should see me walking again. Thanks for coming. If you know anybody who needs to know about my channel, why don't you tell them about it? Hope to see you again soon.